Bonk. When I looked for a card to make my first One Piece shadow box, there were many strong contenders, but I was drawn to this Yamato art. I knew that the lightning and the soft silhouette would work well for glowing-type pigments, and Yamato's dynamic pose, illustrated by Kaito Shibano, gives me a lot of room to play with depth. I'm a One Piece newbie. I've seen some early episodes and listened to Murphy Napier's and Daniel Rain's reviews of the first couple of arcs, so I know very little for certain about Yamato here, though I have been reliably informed he is a trans man, which is pretty cool. So, how about we consider his design and this card art alone to take a stab at what his character may be. First thing that jumps out is the belt, 30 segments to cut here. It looks like a kind of shiminawa worn by champion sumo wrestlers, a signifier of the venerated warrior status of the wearer, but also of housing the power of a potent spirit. This ceiling aspect is interesting to me in the context of the rest of Yamato's design. His horns and clubs signify Oni, which traditionally in Shinto have been seen as evil spirits, brutish and cruel, but in more recent years have had a bit of a reputational glow-up, even leading parades or having statues as guardians. The rest of Yamato's clothing pulls from Japanese garments outside of sumo, giving an almost mismatched effect, like he has dressed from a culture he was not originally raised in for support and empowerment. Perhaps he thinks it's all too cool to pick one warrior aspect to represent. Next up, the lightning. Purple lightning in anime is more commonly associated with villains, but the determined defiance in his expression and bright overall colours of Yamato's trip doesn't mesh with a villain persona, I think. And aside from the lash over the club, I can't link it to his own power much. Instead, I would read it as the storm or threat that Yamato is defying, with the possibility of the purple on the shiminawa as a hint at a connection to that threat which Yamato wishes to keep suppressed. All this makes me think that perhaps Yamato is, narratively, someone determined to break from their expected role. Whether that is from fear of themselves, or rejection of the one who assigned their path, I'm not sure. So, how wildly off base am I? I look forward to meeting Yamato and finding out when I at last reach the Land of Wano arc in my One Piece journey.